Zhang Yi and Zhou Kor engaged in a deep conversation about the current state of their community, with Zhang Yi seeking Zhou Kor's opinion on whether he should fight or make peace with the other 29 buildings. Zhou Kor was surprised by Zhang Yi's confidence in his ability to withstand attacks from the other buildings, but also acknowledged the potential risks and uncertainties. As they discussed their options, Zhou Kor suggested that Zhang Yi's safe house could be stored in his own space and taken with him, but this idea was deemed impractical for now due to the safe house being integrated into the building's framework. Zhang Yi decided to wait and observe the movements of the other buildings before making a decision, feeling that time is on his side and the advantage is in his hands. The community is home to various groups with different types of civilizations, including those led by Zhang Yi, Chen Lingyu, and Li Jian, each with their own ideologies and methods of control. Zhang Yi plans to continue observing their movements before deciding what to do, confident in his ability to handle large-scale battles with his arsenal of firearms and precision shooting skills. The conversation between Zhang Yi and Zhou Kor took place in the warm and cozy atmosphere of their safe house, with Zhou Kor wearing clothes chosen by Zhang Yi that suited her beautiful figure perfectly. As they sat together on the sofa, Zhang Yi asked for Zhou Kor's opinion, showing his trust in her, and Zhou Kor felt happy and valued. However, she also felt a little disappointed that Zhang Yi didn't have a clear plan, and instead was considering various options. Zhang Yi's confidence in his ability to withstand attacks was reassuring, but Zhou Kor was also aware of the potential risks and uncertainties. As they discussed their options, Zhang Yi's gaze deepened, and he pinched Zhou Kor's little nose, smiling and telling her that they would wait and see, with the advantage in their hands. The community is a complex and dynamic place, with various groups and civilizations rising and falling. Zhang Yi, Chen Lingyu, and Li Jian are just a few examples of the leaders who have emerged, each with their own methods and ideologies. Zhang Yi's decision to wait and observe is a prudent one, given the potential risks and uncertainties of the situation. With his arsenal of firearms and precision shooting skills, he is confident in his ability to handle large-scale battles, but he is also aware of the importance of timing and strategy. As the situation continues to evolve, Zhang Yi will need to remain vigilant and adaptable, using his skills and resources to navigate the complex web of alliances and rivalries within the community. As Zhang Yi and Zhou Kor continue to discuss their options, they are aware of the potential consequences of their decisions. The community is a fragile and volatile place, and any misstep could have far-reaching consequences. Zhang Yi's confidence in his ability to withstand attacks is reassuring, but Zhou Kor is also aware of the potential risks and uncertainties. As they wait and observe, they will need to remain vigilant and adaptable, using their skills and resources to navigate the complex web of alliances and rivalries within the community. With time on their side, they will need to use their advantage to make strategic decisions that will ensure their survival and success in the long term. Zhang Yi has made up his mind to observe the situation and prepare for potential attacks from other buildings. He knows that some people will eventually lose patience and try to attack him, so he needs to be careful about his safety. To protect himself, Zhang Yi modifies a bulletproof vest to create makeshift bulletproof pants, ensuring that his legs are also protected from potential gunfire. With his gear in order, Zhang Yi turns his attention to the residents of his building, posting a message in the group chat that informs them of a potential crisis and the threat of other buildings stealing their food. This message sparks a heated discussion among the neighbors, with some calling for a fight to protect their food and others expressing concern about the potential consequences of such an action. As the discussion rages on, Zhang Yi intervenes, presenting the neighbors with a stark choice: either keep the food for themselves and risk being attacked, or give it away in exchange for a temporary peace. However, Zhang Yi's words are laced with a subtle manipulation, as he knows that the neighbors have no real choice but to fight. With emotions running high, Zhang Yi instructs Li Changbin and Jian Lei to lead a group to attack the Tianhe gang in Building 26, a move that is designed to avenge the deaths of their family members and warn other buildings not to mess with them. The attack is fierce, but it results in heavy losses for Zhang Yi's group, with 8 of his men killed and only 3 of the Tianhe gang members taken down. The aftermath of the attack sees Zhang Yi receiving a message from Jian Lei, informing him of the heavy casualties suffered by their group. Zhang Yi feigns concern, but in reality, he is not heartbroken by the deaths of his men, seeing them as mere cannon fodder. The Tianhe gang, comprised of construction workers with plenty of weapons and stamina, has proven to be a tough opponent, but Zhang Yi is satisfied with the result, knowing that the gang is now nearly wiped out. With the attack on the Tianhe gang, Zhang Yi has sent a clear message to the other buildings, demonstrating his willingness to fight to protect his resources and his people. As the situation continues to unfold, Zhang Yi remains confident in his ability to withstand any potential attacks, knowing that he has the upper hand in terms of resources and strategic planning. The events of the day have taken a toll on Zhang Yi, but he is able to relax in the company of Zhou Kor, who has been by his side throughout the ordeal. As he lies on the sofa, a cigarette dangling from his lips, Zhang Yi is able to unwind and reflect on the events of the day, his mind already turning to the next move in his strategy to survive in the frozen complex. With the neighbors rallied behind him and the Tianhe gang weakened, Zhang Yi is poised to make his next move, one that will determine the fate of his building and its residents. As the night wears on, Zhang Yi's thoughts are filled with the possibilities of what the future may hold, and he is ready to face whatever challenges come his way. As the night draws to a close, Zhang Yi's phone beeps once more, a reminder that the world outside is still full of dangers and uncertainties. But for now, he is able to rest easy, knowing that he has taken the necessary steps to protect himself and his people. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear: Zhang Yi will stop at nothing to ensure the survival of his building and its residents. With his cunning and strategic thinking, Zhang Yi is a force to be reckoned with, and the other buildings would do well to beware of him. As the darkness closes in, Zhang Yi's eyes narrow, his mind already turning to the next challenge, the next battle to be fought in the frozen complex. Zhang Yi's day began with a sense of normalcy, as he checked on Jiang Lei's condition after the previous night's attack on the Tianhe gang. Despite Jiang Lei's injury, Zhang Yi announced rewards for the participants, including food and a special portion of braised pork rice for Jiang Lei. The neighbors were overjoyed, and their morale was boosted. However, Zhang Yi's attention soon shifted to the Mad Wolf gang, whose inaction had been puzzling him. He sensed that they might be planning a stealthy attack, and his suspicions were confirmed when he was ambushed while driving his snowmobile. The attackers, hiding in the snow, used a door panel as a trap, but Zhang Yi's quick reflexes and marksmanship allowed him to defend himself. He killed several attackers and ran over one with his motorcycle, sending the rest fleeing in terror. As Zhang Yi navigated the frozen landscape, he couldn't shake off the feeling of being watched. He knew that the people in the nearby buildings might become his enemies in the near future, and he was prepared to defend himself. The ambush by the Mad Wolf gang only reinforced his cautious stance, and he was determined to be vigilant. Zhang Yi's thoughts were interrupted by the sound of his motorcycle, which he had started to give chase to the fleeing attackers. The men were terrified, and Zhang Yi's pursuit only added to their fear. He eventually caught up with the last man and ran him over, the sound of the motorcycle and the man's screams echoing through the snow. The ambush had been a close call, but Zhang Yi's skills and quick thinking had saved him. He realized that the Mad Wolf gang's behavior had been a ruse, and he was grateful for his instincts, which had warned him of the potential danger. As he continued on his way, Zhang Yi was more cautious than ever, knowing that the frozen complex was full of hidden threats. He was determined to scavenge for supplies and return to his safe house, where he could plan his next move and prepare for any future attacks. The memory of the ambush would stay with him, a reminder of the dangers that lurked in the frozen complex and the importance of being constantly on guard. Zhang Yi's experience had also given him a newfound appreciation for his snowmobile, which had proven to be a valuable asset in the frozen landscape. He was grateful for the mobility it provided, allowing him to traverse the complex and scavenge for supplies. As he drove through the snow, Zhang Yi's thoughts turned to his neighbors, who were counting on him for protection and food. He knew that he had to be strong and resourceful if he was to survive in the frozen complex, and he was determined to do whatever it took to keep himself and his neighbors safe. The ambush by the Mad Wolf gang had been a wake-up call, but Zhang Yi was ready for whatever challenges lay ahead.